Have you ever wanted to be an anime girl? Well, now you can. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Yuru Camp VR experience. Full disclosure, I think Yuru Camp, or Laid Back Camp, is like one of the greatest anime of all time. I don't know if this is a crazy take or not, but I will stand by it. Now, on Steam, there's actually two different Yuru Camp VR experiences. We're going to be looking at just this one specifically today. But hopefully if you guys like it, maybe I can afford the other one. Full disclosure before we get into this and kind of review it and take a look at it, I think $20 for like a half-hour VR experience is insane. But maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Let's take a look. If you do end up liking this video, I would very much appreciate any kind of support you're willing to impart. I'm a very, very small YouTube channel and be very appreciated. So thank you very much and let's go. So the experience starts off with this very cute text interaction between Rin and Nadeshiko. It's super cool if you've seen the anime. In general, this entire experience I think is like incredibly elevated if you've seen the anime. I can't really imagine going into this without already have experienced the characters and the story. But if you have, it's very rewarding. Everything from the sound effects to, I mean, obviously the voices, but even like the music is great, and getting to experience all that in VR is super fun and super rewarding. But I would find it difficult to recommend this to anyone who hasn't seen it, so keep that in mind as we continue on this journey. So this is the part where it's like if you've ever wanted to be an anime girl waifu, well now you can, which is a pretty powerful wish fulfillment experience, which is kind of I think one of the main appeals of VR. Luckily, this game does a really great job with being in Japanese, but also very easy to understand. There's subtitles that show up and they're very easy to just kind of like flip back between forward, as if you're watching an anime. I'm not actually sure if there is a dub version of this, but I do not watch my anime dubbed, except for Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. So bear that in mind as well if you're a dub fan. But I had no issues at all with that, so if you're worried about it, I think you'll be all right. What's great about this particular experience is that we go to the lake from the very first episode. It was Rin's first solo camping experience, as well as Nadeshiko's first camping experience, and where they meet. And it's very, if you've seen it, it's a very important location, which is super cool to be able to experience in VR. Right away, the visuals are solid. It definitely, it looks very nice. It's pretty. The character models are very nice. I think they translated the 2D animation into 3D pretty well. It's not flawless by any means, but it's still a very fun environment just to exist in for half an hour. The biggest thing I realized right away is that it's not really a game in the way that with VR, you have your hands, right? It's kind of how you interact with the world. But you don't use them at all in this. Everything is done just by looking at something and it kind of loads in a little circle, which is very intuitive, especially for people who aren't as experienced in VR games. But I like the games where you do lots of flips and because I can lock in and not get motion sick. So suddenly being able to not use my hands at all and having to just look at something for a few seconds to be able to pick up the phone and take pictures was a little bit of a disappointment. And I think all of this loops around back into the fact that it is a $20 game. If this was like a $1 or free experience, which maybe it should be, I think that would be totally fine and understandable. But the fact that they're charging such a price for this experience and there's you just lose that sense of interaction, I think is a missed opportunity and is certainly something to note. But so far this game is already very cute and fun, so we're gonna throw all that aside and keep going. The game pretty often cuts into this little text kind of speech thing. That happens a lot in the anime, which is super fun and again, very cool. And that kind of continues to happen as we continue on through here, which brings in the other characters, which is very fun and very cool. Not something they necessarily needed to do. At any time, you can also pick up your phone and take pictures of things. I tried to take a picture of everything, but I didn't get all the achievements. I've only played through it once because I figured, everyone obviously really wants to see this video as fast as possible, so had to get straight to work. But I of course took a picture of the missus in her glory, as well as the mountain and some pictures of birds It was very fun just poking around, and I kind of try to look at everything I can before moving on to the next time of day. Moving on to the sunset time of day, we have a nice fire crackling. It's very cozy. I suppose at this point you could kind of consider using this game for like meditation. I don't know. I'm really trying to rack my brain figuring out how to get more value out of this game beyond just going and getting all the achievements, which I think I will do at some point because again, I'm a very big Yuru Camp fan and I think it's super cool. It's definitely very cozy, very fun, but you know, you could just like play fireplace sounds on YouTube. From here, we also get to cook some food, and it's very fun. It does it, again, like how it does in the show, where it cuts to a little kind of video thing, and the narrator guy from the show, again, walks you through it. And this is another part where I wish you actually got to do it. I wish that you were able to like use your hands and cook the food. I think that would have been super fun. And again, $20 game, very much probably should have been in it. But nonetheless, it's very fun, very similar to the show. And you get to have some food. At this point, you get to watch the missus eat the food. She seems to like it a lot, which is great. We did a good job. I try to like stuff my face in it, but you don't ever get to eat the food. You it just kind of fades to black and you hear slurping sounds, which... Okay, let's move on. At this point, it is nighttime, and it's very pretty. There's the stars in the sky. Mount Fuji looks great in the distance. The moon reflects off the lake, which is super cool. And of course, the missus looks great in the nice moonlight. At this point, you can also walk away from the campfire and go stand by the lake, which is very nice. The water sounds nice. You get a moment to kind of just soak in the nature of it all. Really, I think the meat of this game and what's going to be the most fun for you is just the little moments you have with Rin and with the group chat, kind of talking to all the girls. It's definitely the fun part, just getting to feel like you are living that. And I don't really want to, ruin that for you here. I'm also trying to keep this review very cool and concise, and I want you to enjoy it for yourself. So there's definitely that side of it that I'm not really diving a ton into, because there's not really a ton to dive into. It's very nice and cozy. If you like Yuru Camp, you're gonna love that part of it. At this point, we can go to bed and we wake up and get to see everything once again in the morning light. You get to take a very cute selfie with Rin, which is a very fun way to end it, I think. And yeah, it pretty much wraps up the experience. And then it's like, oh, I just spent $20 on a maybe 30-minute experience. There's also this fun little card at the end that gives you some rules for a fun camping experience, which is very cute and fun. And also, if you're into Yuru Camp, you might have heard about like a massive forest fire that was started maybe because of a fan of Yuru Camp. Look into that if you're interested. It's kind of nuts. Overall, the Yuru Camp VR experience is a very fun time. It's very cute and cozy. I would not call it a game. It really is more of an experience. And unfortunately, I can say it's definitely not worth $20. If you have that kind of money and you like Yuru Camp, like, go for it. But if you're more like me, where you're a very big fan of the game, but you're also like absolutely totally broke, I would wait for a sale, for sure. I would like to try the other experience just because I had a fun time with this one, and also it'd be great to make a video about it if you're interested. That would be super cool, so please, again, if you like it, let me know, comment whatever you want. Something nice, hopefully. And subscribe also, please. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. My goal was by the end of last year. That didn't happen, but we made some progress. We're up to the 700s now. So I'd really appreciate your support, and thank you so much. And if you're into kind of this gaming and travel content, I'm kind of trying to, do both. So definitely stick around, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.